안녕하세요 여러분, 조이입니다. 저를 잘 모르시는 분들을 위해서 저를 소개하자면 전 영어 공부하는 걸 너무 좋아해서 영어 공부 관련된 유튜브 컨텐츠를 만들고 있고요. 오늘은 제가 오랜만에 오픽 시리즈로 다시 돌아왔습니다. 그때까지 한 3개 정도의 비디오로 오픽 실제 모의고사를 제가 즉흥적으로 치는 영상을 만들었었는데요. 아무래도 좀 자연스러운 표현들이 많다 보니까 많은 분들께서 도움이 된다고 말씀해 주셔서 오늘도 한번 오픽 영어 모의고사 15회를 제가 즉흥적으로 시험을 치는 모습을 촬영을 하려고 합니다. 저는 오픽시험 같은 경우에 공부를 한 번도 하지 않고 그냥 A를 맞았었는데요. 그래서 자연스러운 언어 구사 능력을 테스트하는 시험인 만큼 이런 즉흥 테스트 영상이 도움이 되었으면 하는 마음에 이렇게 촬영을 하고 있습니다. 그래서 영상 시청하시기 전에 먼저 좋아요, 구독, 그리고 알림 설정까지 해주시면 감사하겠고요. 바로 시작을 하도록 하겠습니다.
Let's start the interview now. Tell me something about yourself.
맨 처음에 자기소개가 나오는데요. 이건 제가 여러 번 했기 때문에 그냥 스킵을 하도록 하겠습니다. 자기소개는 스킵하고 2번부터 가시죠.
Tell me about some popular food or a dish in your country. Why is it popular and special?
Okay, in Korea there are so many popular dishes, so it's hard for me to pick one, but I would say kimchi is one of the most popular dishes in Korea. I don't know if you ever heard of kimchi, but kimchi is one of traditional Korean dishes that Koreans always eat on the sides with the rice. So it's just one of side dishes that we almost have every day. It's made of cabbages, so it's fermented cabbage basically, and it's seasoned with chilies and garlic, so it can be quite spicy, but Koreans like spicy food. So yeah. As far as I remember, I started to eat kimchi since when I was 3 or 4. So Korean kids tend to get to eat kimchi from early age because all of Korean family household would have kimchi every day as side dishes, as side dish. So yeah, that's how I got to eat kimchi for the first time. And the reason why kimchi is so popular is because that I guess it's just because of the fact that it's so deeply innate in our culture. We almost have kimchi every day, every dish. So it's hard for us to avoid having kimchi as Korean. So I guess that could be one of the reasons. And the second reason why kimchi is popular amongst Korean is because that it's just so it's just so good in terms of taste. So there are many different types of dishes or cuisines that we can make with kimchi. We can make fried kimchi rice, kimchi soup, and some pork kimchi fry. So yeah, there are many different types of dishes that you can cook with kimchi. So yeah, just because it's so good, I think it's popular as well. So I guess that's it from my side.
What do you usually eat? Tell me about the food you typically eat.
Okay, this is a very interesting question. What do I usually eat? I mean, there are so many different dishes that I eat on a daily basis, so it's hard for me to pick one as well, but still, if I have to pick one, I would say I'm a meat person, so I eat meat almost every day. So my favorite types of meat would be pork, so I would cook pork. I would just make Korean barbecue with pork, and I could make kimchi fried pork, kimchi pork fried rice, and many different other dishes with pork. So yeah, I eat pork on a daily basis, and apart from pork, chicken breast is one of my go-to meat as well. It's easy to get and easy to cook. In Korea now we have many different types of already cooked chicken breasts, so I don't have to cook them before I eat. They're already well seasoned and packed in a package. So yeah, it's very easy to get and easy to cook. So to consume more proteins, I tend to eat chicken breasts almost more than 3 to 4 times a week. So yeah, quite a lot. Yeah, so these are types of meats that I have on a daily basis. And apart from them, I think I eat many different types of side dishes that Korean usually have, such as kimchi or namu and so on. So yeah, these are the dishes that I have on a daily basis. Yeah. That's it. 지금 15초 정도 남았는데 넘어가도록 하겠습니다.
Have you ever had a memorable experience while you were eating something? What happened? And why was it so memorable to you?
Okay, I do have many memories related to foods. And I believe that the reason why I have so many memories regarding food is because I tend to have delicious cuisines with people that I love. And if I have to share one story related to food, I'll say the moment that I had Korean type chicken with my international friend was a very memorable experience to me. And the reason why it was so memorable was because when I was in college, I got to hang out with a lot of international friends, and we had so much fun together, and I wanted to have them out for dinner time to time because they are new to Korea, and I wanted to introduce some special Korean cuisine to them. And one of the places that I picked was a Korean chicken place. And when I got there with a lot of friends, almost all of them really liked Korean chicken. They tried season 1 and normal fried chicken, and they said that Korean chicken is one of the best chickens they've ever had in their life, and they could never get over it. So it was a very memorable experience for me that I was able to give them a memorable experience in Korea. So yeah, if my international friends visit Korea again, I would like to take them to a Korean chicken place again so that we can enjoy the Korean chicken again. So yeah, I guess that's it.
What do you like most about your phone? For example, you like certain applications or the camera. Tell me what you like most about your phone and also why you like it.
Okay, this is a very good question. I think it's good to think about the reason why I like my phone. I guess there are many reasons, but for me, it's not that I like my phone for a certain application, but it's more because of its functionality as a whole. So for example, I believe that these days we tend to use smartphone, which means that we can be on the internet all the time. So we can access to all of the information on the internet all the time, which means that it allows us to do everything that we need to do on a daily basis. So for me, I work remotely, and I cannot imagine my life not having a cell phone when I'm working because I have to take calls, and also I use a messenger app that's called Slack, and I always communicate with my team members using the Slack app. So yeah, I guess it's just so necessary that I think the fact that the phone is so necessary for my daily tasks, I think it's one of the reasons why I really like my phone. And apart from my work, I use my phones a lot on my free time as well. So I would message my friends, I'll call my friends, and I will do some web research, and also just some search, and even using social media as one of the cases that I use my phone. So long story short, I guess the reason why I really like my phone is because of its functionality and the fact that it allows me to do everything that I need in a day. Yeah, so that's it.
Tell me about your first phone. How was it different from the phone you have now? Tell me about the differences between the phone you used back then and the one you use now.
Okay, it's a very interesting question. I don't even remember when I first started to use my phone, but I think I was 14 or 15 when I first started to have my own cell phone. So yeah, I was in middle school, and if I have to share or tell you the differences between my current phone and my first phone that I used when I was young, there are many differences, but the first or the biggest difference would be that I did not use a smartphone back in the day. So back in the day, cell phone was solely for calling and messaging. So we were not able to access to the internet, and we did not use smartphone. So we couldn't do search, or we couldn't do web search or use applications on our phone. So but unlike these days with our phone, we can do many different things. Almost it's like small computer on our hands. So yeah, I guess that would be one of the biggest differences. And the second difference would be the way how we operate our phones. So back in the day, we used phone that's called like for the phone in Korean. So we will need to type in keyboards to be able to send a message. But these days, I think we just tap to be able to type in. So the way how we operate the phone is different. This day, everything is, I don't know how to say this in English, but just the way how we operate the phone has been changed in terms of its display and the way how we type in on the phone. So yeah, that's it.
Have you ever had a problem while using your phone? What was the problem? And how did you deal with the situation?
Oh yeah, I did have a lot of problems while using my phone, and one of the biggest problems that I had was me being addicted to my phone. Like I said before, these days we tend to use our cell phone for almost everything, and which means that we are on the phone 24 hours. So there are specific apps that I use quite a lot in a day, and I'll say I spend a lot of time on YouTube and Instagram. So if I scroll down all the time and swiping, I guess it just really can become 2 hours while just I'm swiping on the phone. So there was time that I got addicted to Instagram and YouTube Shorts, and it made me not being able to concentrate on my job. I mean, not just at work, but still my test and study. So yeah, that was very challenging. But after I realized that I am a little bit addicted to my cell phone, I try to maintain my focus on the things that I have to do. And one of the ways that I tried was that I limited the time that I use my phone. So there is a function that's called screen limit in iPhone. So I set a limit for each app, and that it prevent me from spending too much time on specific apps that I was more addicted to. Yeah, so that was one of the ways, and I just try to be more conscious about how I spend my time on the phone. So yeah, that was different coping mechanism that I used as well. So yeah, that's it.
Please describe the park you often go to. Where is it located? What does it look like? What do people do there?
Oh, I love this question. I really love parks, and one of the parks that I often go would be Han River Park. And as you may know, in Korea or in Seoul, there are many different types of Han River parks. And one of my favorite parks would be Banpo Han River Park. And as you can guess from the name, there is a river, and alongside the river there is a park and place where we can do picnic. So yeah, I like to go to Pampohan River Park. It's only like 20 minutes away from where I live by transportation, so it's quite easy to get there. And also when I go there with my friends, I tend to do picnic with them. And also in Korea, we have such a great culture, or I would say just culture, but we have a very special culture in Korea that we do delivery in the park, so we could order every dish that we want wherever we are at. So if I go to Han River Park, I'll place an order for the dish that I like with my friends and eat it together while we're doing picnic. So yeah, that's how I spend my time in the Han River Park. And also there's a fountain show in Han River Park. So if you go there in the evening, there's a fountain show for about 1 hour and a half. So we can enjoy the show while eating delicious food with our friends. So yeah, that's the way how I enjoy Han River Park. That's it. So I have left 13초. 근데 스킵하도록 하겠습니다.
Tell me about the last time you went to the park. When was it? Who did you go with? And what did you do there?
Okay, so when did I go to the Han River Park last time? If I recall it correctly, I think I went there like a month ago with a friend who I became friends from college. So the reason why we went to the park was because she decided to leave Seoul, and then we wanted to have one last meetup before she goes back to her hometown. So that's the reason why we went to Han River Park. And I suggested a few Han River parks to her, but she picked up Han River Park as I suggested as the best park in Seoul. So we went to Han River Park, and like I answered before, we did pretty much basic things that we do at the park. So we ordered some 족발, which means pig feet in English. So we ordered some 족발 and had it together on the grass. And while we were eating 족발, we had a lot of conversations about our life in Seoul and the reason why she's moving back to her hometown. So we had such a meaningful time together while enjoying the view of Han River Park. And after we finished eating 족발, we moved to a pub that's located in Han River Park. So if you have a chance to go to Han River Park, I would definitely recommend this place to visit. So yeah, it's one of the best pubs I've ever been in Seoul. It has such an amazing atmosphere alongside the river. So yeah, we went to the pub and also had some chat, and that's how we spent time. I guess whenever I meet my friends, especially female friends, we tend to have just like endless chats. And yeah, that's how we usually enjoy our time. But the fact that we were at the park, it was amazing. That's it.
Tell me one memorable experience you had at a park. What happened, and why was it memorable?
Okay, today we do have a lot of questions about park, but yeah, of course, there are definitely some stories that I would like to share about me going to the park. So like I said before, I really like to go to parks, and if I would like to share one story with you, I would pick the time, or I would like to share the time that I went to park in Germany. So I studied abroad in Germany for a semester, and the place where I live, or the city where I live, was very rural. So it was very countryside place, and the only thing that we could actually do was just going to a park that was close to my place. So we went to the park near my place. I almost forgot the name of the park now. It's been more than 4 years, I guess, but the reason why I think that going to the park was so special was that because I had friends who visited me from different countries. So yeah, while I was studying in Germany, some of friends that I met from Korea visited Germany, and we went picnic together at the park near my house. And just in Germany, beer is so famous and popular. So if you go to a mart, there are many different types of beers, like bunch of beers that you can choose based off on your taste and preference. So we had beers together and had conversations, and I think the reason why this moment was so memorable for me was that because I know that it's hard for us to get unified in the same place if we live in different country, but we got an opportunity to gather together. So yeah, it was very nice experience for me. That's it.
I'd like to give you a situation and ask you to act it out. You want to drink coffee from a coffee shop that has recently opened. Call the coffee shop and ask 3 or 4 questions. For example, the menu they have and how to order coffee.
Hello, is this Lendy's copy? Yeah. Okay, hi, how are you? Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Thank you for asking. I was just wondering if I can place an order for delivery. Okay. So when do you start the delivery? Oh, I see. So what are the minimum amount requirement for delivery? Okay, so at least 2 coffees. Got it. Okay, that shouldn't be a problem. Can I please? Then I would like to 1 Americano and also cafe latte. Yeah, ice please. Yes. Yeah, okay. I'll put... Alright. Yeah, that'll be it. Thank you. And can I also make a payment when the food is arrived? Okay. Is it okay for me to make a payment by card? Okay, then that shouldn't be a problem. Thank you so much. Bye.
I'm sorry, but there is a problem I need you to resolve. You just found out that you got the wrong coffee. Call the coffee shop, explain the situation, and suggest 2 or 3 solutions.
Hello, this is Joy who just placed an order a minute ago, and I received my orders and found out that actually we got wrong coffees. So I was just wondering if it's okay for us to get new coffee that as I placed order. Yeah. So I ordered for 2 Americanos and 1 vanilla latte, but I got 3 Americanos. Okay, so is it possible for us to get them delivered again? Oh, I see, okay. If that's the case, I would like to get a refund. Yeah, I pay by card. Oh yeah. So how long does it take for us to get a refund? Oh, okay. It's going to take about 3. Okay. Alright, yeah, I mean, if you cannot deliver it again, I guess there's nothing I can do. So yeah, please just make sure that I get a refund, and yeah, free coupon would be appreciated as well. Alright, thank you. Bye.
Situation. Have you ever ordered something and there was something wrong with it? Tell me about the situation in detail.
Okay, I'm not sure if I had a time that I ordered something and got wrong foods, but yeah, I think there was one time that I ordered half and half chicken and got just whole fried chicken. So yeah, that was quite annoying for me because me and my friends were looking forward to receiving half and half chicken because we do like fried chicken and seasoned chicken as well, but we got only fried whole chicken. So yeah, at the time I called the restaurant again and we needed to ask them to order them again, and we did not touch the food at all so that they can we can return the chicken. So yeah, we did not eat it at all and waited for 20 more minutes, and the delivery guy came to us again to pick the food up, and they took it back, and then came back to us again to replace the chicken with half and half chicken. So yeah, it was very annoying and it almost took us more than an hour to get the food that we actually ordered, but there's nothing we can do. So in the meantime, we cooked for different dishes such as ramen and kimbap. So yeah, we ate some different foods while we were waiting for getting the chicken again. Yeah, so that's how we dealt with the situation. Like I said, it was quite upsetting and annoying, but there was nothing we could do, and I wanted to spend good time with my friends, so just try to be easy with the situation, waited for quite a little bit more time while we were having fun. So yeah, that's it.
How have houses changed over the years? Talk to me about some changes in housing structures in your country.
Okay, this is very difficult or somewhat interesting question. I guess the way houses changing, housing structure is changing in Korea would be that. Okay, I don't know if I get this question right, but if I have to answer to this question, I guess one of the changes that has been made in Korea in housing structure would be that we tend to not prefer 전세 these days. 전세 is a very special 개념, special concept in Korea. So in Korea, there is a 전세 policy, which means that you pay a large amount of deposit and then don't have to pay monthly rent because you will put down a huge deposit. So the reason why we made this policy or way of renting a house was because back in the day we had very high interest rate, so landlord were able to make sufficient income by just getting large amount of deposit. But these days there are many scams on 전세 policy, so there are many landlords who do not return our money deposit back to the tenant. So these days Koreans start to prefer to just do monthly rent. So that's one of the changes that we have in Korea. That's it. 30초 나왔죠? 이 질문이 너무 어려워서 패스하겠습니다. 패스.
What are some problems that people go through when they rent a house or apartment? How do they deal with them?
Okay, there are many problems that people can encounter while renting a house or apartment. And as a person who's been renting a one-room studio for many years, there are some difficulties that I personally have encountered. And one of the challenges that I had was that the fact that I'm not able to buy a lot of furniture. So when you rent a place, actually it's not your place. So once you move out, you have to bring your own luggage and all of your furniture out. And it's just hard to live with knowing that you're going to move out someday, it's hard to buy all the things that you need. So even my mom told me that I shouldn't buy too much furniture when I moved into this place. So I think it's hard for us to buy many stuff when we rent a place, not own a place. So that could be one of the challenges. And the second challenge that I encountered was that there was time that we had some issue in the bathroom, but to be able to fix that, I needed to call the 경비원 아저씨, so the manager of this house, and it took me almost 3 days to be able to fix the issue on my toilet. So I guess just not being as quick as it could be difficult, or it could take some time for us to get things fixed, because there are certain processes that we have to follow according to the policy of the place where we rent. I think it could be challenging. Yeah, that's it. 네, 여러분 이렇게 오픽 모의고사 15회를 끝냈습니다. 제가 진짜 하면서도 좀 어려운 부분도 있고 잘 어떻게 말을 해야 되지 하는 부분도 있는데 그래도 질문들이 생각보다 제가 좋아하고 그리고 말을 할 거리가 많은 질문들이었어서 저는 괜찮았던 것 같습니다. 오늘 영상이 도움이 되셨으면 좋겠고요. 그리고 뭐 댓글로 의견이나 아니면 피드백 남겨주시면 반영을 해서 또 이런 영상을 많이 제작을 할 수 있도록 하겠습니다. 오늘도 제 영상을 시청해주셔서 감사하고요. 영어 공부 관련해서 많은 자료들을 보고 싶다면, 많은 영상들을 보고 싶다면 좋아요, 구독, 댓글 부탁드리겠습니다.